We're here at the Falakhnuma Palace in Hyderabad. It's part 2 of our Taj photo shoot campaign. What's really interesting about this palace, it was built in 1893, then it was sold to the Nazim, and the Nazim is the equivalent to a Maharaja in a Muslim state.
In 1995, the Taj took over the palace, and the restoration, I call it restoration and not renovation because we restored the palace back to its former glory. The best part of this whole restoration has been Princess Ezra, and she has been actively involved in it. We want to create every experience to be custom-made, tailor-made for the guest. It has to be bespoke, it has to be discreet. And the idea of this palace is to take guests back into a bygone era.
That painting there is the 6th Nizam of Hyderabad, who bought this palace from the Prime Minister. And this is the beautiful 101 dining room of the palace. And as you can see that it is the longest table in the world. This is the Jade room, perhaps the prettiest room in the palace. And this is where we're going to do our afternoon tea service. It has lovely crystal chandeliers, gold painted ceilings.
I just love this whole breeziness and the lovely view here. This is my favourite room, I think. So the idea of this shot is a really elegant lady, and you actually look a lot like Grace Kelly in To Catch a Thief, which is fantastic. I love this dress. You know, this is from Oscar de la Renta Archives.
Yes.
So the idea is you are an elegant lady having a jewellery fitting, so you have a jeweller, and then you have a lovely handmade serving tea.
When I first saw this room, I absolutely fell in love with it, and I thought it would be perfect for the after-dinner scene.
Sure.
When they come in and they've just taken off their ties and they're playing pool.
Well, as you can see, we're doing a fitting on the lovely tray, and clearly he's wearing a very, very sharp tuxedo. This one is by Dolce & Gabbana. And he's a little déshabillé, he's a little undone. He's probably had one too many over dinner, and he's certainly going to do it again playing billiards.
Stephanie, the art director, really wanted a shot where people were dancing on the tables, and it was a little bit like a late night party. But because it is a palace, we have to respect local culture, so we've decided to people dance on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
We're thinking about doing a couple, and maybe they've just been up all night dancing, and maybe there's a butler, and maybe their shoes are off, and you know, it's a very romantic, beautiful scenery. So we want to do a modern twist on something with such an amazing heritage. So a rock band, like what would be cooler than a rock band arriving? In the past you had what, like kings and queens that would come?